India is the largest democracy in the world. The head of state is a Muslim, the head of government is a Sikh, and the head of the ruling political party is an Italian Catholic immigrant. Such cultural and religious diversity is unparalleled in the developing world. 400 years ago, Bombay was gifted by the Portuguese to the British as a dowry, a wedding gift. When the British left, they bequeathed the foundations of a secular society, of democracy, the law, the Anglican Church, and the greatest railway system in all Asia. India is undergoing unprecedented growth, and Bombay is its financial powerhouse. The city promotes a positive vision of the future, a place where dreams can come true. And for many, the railway is their lifeline to that dream. This is the story of the Bombay Railway. Within 30 years, India's economy could rival America's, and its population could outstrip China. Agriculture still provides work for more than half of the population. But as everywhere, they're migrating to the cities in their millions. The draw of the city, the promise of a better life, is a universal dream. And at its heart is Bombay, the city of dreams. Last year, 13,000 Indians became millionaires, and the majority were from Bombay, a city of success, celebrity and wealth, where if you don't become a Bollywood star or a millionaire, you can at least make a living. And what made it all possible in India was the coming of the railway. The British laid the first railway line in Bombay 150 years ago, since when Indian railways have been adding to their system. Now is the biggest railway system in Asia. Every year they celebrate that first run with a little bit of nostalgia and a lot of steam.
The first train which ran in India was way back in 1853, 16th of April. It was decided that 16th of April of every year will be declared as the Railway Week. This steam locomotive is a WP class of locomotive manufactured by Baldwin Company of USA. It's a beautiful sight to see a steam locomotive fully steamed up, ready to go.
The rail system that we have is actually, it has come from the British. It's a British model which we followed. But today, we are handling about 65,000 passengers per hour. On both systems of Central Railway and Western Railway, we carry more than 6 million passengers a day.
There are more than 2,000 trains a day on the suburban network, and hundreds more on long-distance routes. The suburban railway alone moves the equivalent of the entire population of a small country in and out of the city every day. The railway is reliable, it's cheap and very, very crowded. They may have changed Bombay to Mumbai, but in an ever-changing city, the railway has remained the only constant in most people's lives. Mumbai rises early. The first ritual of the day is to bathe. Whether Hindu or Muslim, Christian, Parsi or Sikh, life revolves around hard work, duty to the family, and devotion to your God. And the railway is a family. From father to son, generation to generation, the railway in India is so much more than a train ride. It's a way of life.
Chali, chali, meri rail chali. Chali, chali, meri rail chali.
Hans Dev Sharma is a senior operations clerk. He works in the timetabling department, which schedules thousands of trains a day.
Hi, morning.
So Hans is an optimist and one of the railway's happiest employees.
Sir, good morning, sir. Morning, sir. Good morning.
I am in operating basically, looking after the timetable work of Western Railway. If you work for railways, you have to sharpen your brain because you have to show your creativity, ability, all the tests you have to pass. It was a craze to get a government job, and it was also saying a government job is very relaxing job, nothing to do with it. But you won't believe that nowadays, if you don't work, you will have to pay for that.
Before the railways, Hans started life as an actor, specializing in character roles, and comedy is his thing.
Why today is empty? Should be crowded. When it's crowded, the faces of this handles becomes like this. It's like so. And when it's empty, the faces of becomes like they are very happy.
Hans works at Churchgate, Mumbai's busiest railway station. He comes from a railway family. His father was in the signals department, and Hans followed in his footsteps at the tender age of 21.
She's my office superintendent, Deepa Tiwari. She looks after me, I look after her work. That's it. She's Pradnya, colleague of mine, and he's CITT. And then
Hans is just one of 1.5 million employees of the Indian Railways, now the biggest civil employer in the world. It's an administrative hothouse, invented by the British and expanded upon by the Indians. It generates a mountain of paperwork, but even with the introduction of computers, Hans's office isn't quite paper-free. Computers have helped him in working out the timetable. Now it only takes half the time. So when the timetable's done, there's plenty of administration to deal with, some of which requires that personal touch.
These are the files to be dealt with today. It will be cleared off by 12 o'clock because I have to clear it off. Because by 1 o'clock I have to go up for rehearsal and other things.
Because the Railways is state-owned, it's governed by the principles of the Constitution. And to ensure that the organisation reflects the society it serves, it has employment quotas. It has a sports quota, a scheduled caste quota, a disabled quota, and a cultural quota. Hans Dev Sharma was talent spotted by the railways as an exceptional actor and dancer. He was auditioned and examined and subsequently offered a job.
I had seen Bollywood and I had reached to the mark. If I give more time to Bollywood, I can be a good character artist, a renowned one. But I am not giving, as well as I am giving preference to railways first, because that is my, say, bread and butter.
For the sake of his family, Hans, the actor and comedian, accepted a secure job with the railway rather than pursue a career in Bollywood. In his time, he's appeared in a few TV soaps, a couple of small budget films, and his son, Arun, also wants a career on the stage. The mission of the cultural group is to entertain and enhance the cultural well-being of the railway workforce. Tonight's play is based upon a story from the Mahabharata, and Hans is playing Krishna, the lead role.
I'm portraying a character whom everybody knows in India, especially, and abroad also. Everybody is being known by Krishna. Who is Krishna? For that purpose, I have to play a cunning smile and an angry role. Tricky.
जहां भी रहेगा वहां तेरे आसपास नरक का वातावरण सदैव तेरे साथ रहेगा। मनुष्य मात्र की सभी आधि, व्याधि, उपाधि तेरी आत्मा को आजन्म पीड़ित करती रहेगी। अश्वत्थामा, जा!
The railway audience may not be huge, but acting is a vocation for Hans, so he has satisfaction in the art.
Everybody was mind blown.
Money is the thing which can be earned by anybody. But fame, name are very few. If God gives me that name and fame, I don't think there will be any change in Hans if it comes to me.
In a country where aspirations are rising, Mumbai is the epicenter of the modern Indian world. Its population growth is staggering, and it remains India's most successful city. And it's Bollywood. More Indian films were released in Britain last year than British films. Stars are paid in millions, and millions can even be won on TV game shows. And each week, Indians buy 1 million new mobile phones. Jagdish Paul is part of the new generation of Mumbaikars. Confident, educated, ambitious for the good things in life. The son of a railway catering officer, Jagdish, like his father, always had an interest in food. But unlike his father, he had no interest in the railway.
I was born in a railway hospital. I spent my entire childhood in the colony, the railway colony, growing up with railway children. We were basically working class. I never wanted to get into the railways. I always wanted to set up my own business.
Jagdish graduated in politics and economics, did a law degree, and then became a fully qualified chef. But the railways were calling him back. You can travel anywhere on the subcontinent by long-distance train from here. With journeys sometimes lasting days, passengers need just two things: a reservation and something to eat. Catering on long-distance trains has for some time been tendered out to private companies. In a sealed bid, Jagdish won the contract for one of the railway's most popular long-distance routes, from Mumbai to Goa and the south.
We have around like 31 staff working in the pantry. From cooks to waiters to managers, storekeepers. In the last maybe a year or so, I have applied for more than 10-15 trains. I'm looking at expanding my business in the catering field, small restaurants, hotels. I'm just waiting for one right opportunity and one right move on my part. My aim is to make a lot of money, be a successful businessman. At the same time, I wanted to be known as a reasonable person who happened to be rich. I've just formed a company by the name of Ambrosia. It means food for the gods.
Mumbai is a city of dreams, where they say the streets are paved with gold. They also say that the city never sleeps, and neither does the railway. In a city driven by profit, the suburban railway system runs at a loss, and it operates almost 24 hours a day. The railway is a lifeline for the population, and an essential service for the city it serves.
All the growth that is taking place in this country, a lot of it can be attributed to the robust working of this organization. You have areas where you can't make profit, but you can't abandon your people there. You have areas where you have only 2 trains going in a system. If you take them away because they are not making profit, then the people will have nothing to fall back upon, and probably it will, in the long run, work as an impediment to the economic progress of that area.
The first commuter train sets off from the outskirts of the city at 3:40 in the morning. And the first commuters are village people, bringing their produce to market. Without the railway, millions of people and the families they support just could not survive.
इधर 5-10 रुपए इधर जमा होता है और गांव में लेके जाता है। बाद में हम लोग बच्चे लोग को खिलाते हैं। गांव में कोई काम धंधे वाला है नहीं। बम्बई में क्या है, सब कुछ मिलता है। हाँ, नगरी है। इधर अपन मट्टी बेचेगा ना तो 5-10 रुपए मिलेगा और गांव में कुछ नहीं मिलता है। क्या मिलता है?
10 रुपया।
Our ethos of working is not only to make profit. While we like to keep our head above water, yet we have been discharging our duties for the society everywhere, and the Mumbai suburban system is one of that.
Hey
Mumtaz Kazi is the daughter of a railwayman, and she drives commuter trains on the suburban network. Mumtaz was brought up in a traditional Muslim family, a railway family. And like most railway families, their house was literally right by the side of the tracks.
As my father was in railway, we stayed in the railway quarter only. Fast train was running 5 to 6 feet from my house. I was watching the train which was passing very fast, and whistle of the train, that also attracted me. And at that time I thought that I should also become motorman and I should drive the train.
Mumtaz Kazi was studying at university when she saw an ad in the newspaper.
That time Railway Recruitment Board advertisement came. In that it was specially mentioned that ladies can apply, but this is hard job for lady. But my father was not allowing. He was saying that you continue with your laboratory technology course. I told my father that you decide. My father took advice from his friends, from relatives, but from everywhere positive attitude came. And I joined in September 91.
Mumtaz became Asia's first woman loco diesel driver and has driven trains all over India. But now she has a family of her own, and she settled into the railway life in Mumbai, driving trains on the suburban network. She lives at Sion Colony, just a few stations from where she grew up. All her immediate family emigrated to Canada, and now her father's retired there too, so Mumtaz is the only member left in Mumbai. And in a few days, her brother is coming from Toronto, and she's been asked to find him a suitable wife and arrange his marriage.
My younger brother, his name is Firoz Kathawala. He is coming in January. He is coming for the marriage, his marriage.
Mumtaz has to find a wife for her brother to get him married in Mumbai and then back to Canada in just 8 weeks. After independence, the Constitution of India proclaimed it a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. With 395 articles, it is perhaps the longest and most detailed constitution in the world. The railways were nationalized after independence and remains a state-funded organization with a huge budget, second only to the Ministry of Defense. So the railways celebrate Republic Day with all the pageantry befitting of one of the country's most important national assets. But beneath the ceremony and ritual, the railway still remains quietly committed to all the principles of that constitution. So when Mumbai's population is swelled by a couple of million pilgrims, the railway simply takes it in its stride. Each year, the City Fathers and Indian Railways play host to an extra 2 million rural peoples who invade their city for 4 days. They are known as the Dalit, the untouchable caste. They are all devotees of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, one of the architects of the Indian Constitution and champion of the downtrodden poor of India. Before Ambedkar's intervention, the Dalit were virtual slaves. Ambedkar opened up opportunities in education for them, made quotas for government jobs like the railways, and he secured their right to vote. The railway provides these pilgrims with special free travel, and the city gives them a free place to stay. Ambedkar gave them their freedom. For 4 days and nights they show their respect to the man who himself was born a Dalit, but who died a saint. At Mumbai's international airport, Mumtaz and her family are meeting her brother, Feroz, who's just arrived from Canada. He's come in search of a wife. Mumtaz has the responsibility of finding a suitor and marrying him off in the next 2 months.
One bag is in Toronto.
In Toronto?
Lost luggage. Lost luggage.
Arranged marriages in India, whether Hindu, Muslim or even Christian, are what most people prefer. Mumtaz and Feroz come from a traditional Muslim background, and although he may now live in Canada, the family believe his suitor is best found in Mumbai. Today, 90% of all marriages in India are arranged, yet less than 2% ever get divorced. An arranged marriage is a family affair, not just the joining of husband and wife, but the joining of 2 extended Indian families.
I will look from my point of view, like, but this, I'm taking my sister and brother-in-law, they are also going, and they might look from their point of view. They can find out some another feature which I can't. So she should be well educated or well good professional, like doctor or MBA or some chartered accountants or some banking professional. It's not in my whole and sole decision, my like whole family decision is there. So after that, if everybody agrees, then it's final. It's like that. Lost my passport. Oh my God! I lost my passport.
Oh, he's sure that he didn't put it in the bag that is lost.
Feroz is a product engineer, searching for a bride in Mumbai to take back to Canada. Finding a wife with a good education and a degree is a must for this middle-class Indian boy. No degree, no marriage. In a fast-changing India, education is seen as the only route to a middle-class life, secure and free from poverty. Private schools are full, and colleges and universities are turning out graduates in record numbers. And they're all looking for a job. So whenever vacancies arise, Indian Railways are inundated with applications. You can pick up an application form around most stations, and for a few rupees, they'll show you how to fill it in. The railway receives so many applications, in fact, that they have to hold examinations almost monthly at centres across the city. It's a high-security operation with an armed escort by the railway's own police force.
These are the boxes which contain question papers. These will be going to the concerned examination centers. All the boxes are sealed and will be escorted by staff.
Whether you're a budding driver, a clerk or a signalman, the odds of success are about 60 to 1. At exam centres around the city, 18,000 hopefuls are cramming up to the last minute. At stake are 300 vacancies for Group D clerical jobs. Many of the candidates are graduates, and the exams are tough, in both English and Hindi. But the rewards are guaranteed. A job with the railways is an attractive proposition because if you are successful, it's a job for life. Free medical care, a pension, housing, security for you and your family in this life, and maybe beyond. In a city where there's a chronic shortage of housing and where 7 million people live in slums, finding a home is difficult. But for railway employees, housing comes with the job. They're all allocated accommodation in one of the railway's many colonies. And Badwar Park is the best railway address in town. It's home to Mumbai's top 250 railway officers and their families. In a city where real estate prices are as high as New York or London, to live in a 3-bedroomed apartment in the centre of town is beyond the means of all but the very rich.
I think the cost of our flats is the market value of that, I am telling you, more than 30 millions or so. In terms of rupees, I am telling you. More than 30 million to 40 millions. We just cannot imagine of living in such a place.
But officers of the railway live here with their families for just a nominal rent. The railway family of Badwar Park is conservative and traditional. Its clubs and societies reflect a colonial past, but its confidence and success are very much of today.
I declare this meet open for participation from all.
Badwar Park is an exclusive colony for the railway's top managers, and it's a one-off. You may be there for 4 years, maybe 40. It depends on your next posting. But for the majority of railway employees, colonies provide a simple but comfortable home. Such care makes for a stable and traditional family environment, and most importantly, a contented workforce.
This is my railway colony, and we are at the prime location of Bombay, that is Santa Cruz East. We are giving rent, nominal rent. Free facilities, free maintenance, nothing to be bothered about. It is very near to airport, very near to station, obviously. Near to station means we are very much in a helping hand of railways to go by railway for the railways, to the railways.
The concept of the railway colony as an essential ingredient for a happy and efficient workforce was a British import. 60 years after they left, it's still working well. There hasn't been a strike on the railways since 1972. The British construction of the railways revolutionized the economy of the country and transformed Mumbai into the commercial capital of the Arabian Sea. Victoria Terminus was positioned to face the port, a beacon of empire and international trade. It was a statement of imperial power and success. Built by the Great India Peninsula Railway in 1888 to house its headquarters, Victoria Terminus was to the British Empire what the Taj Mahal was to the Mughals. It's over 100 years since VT was built. Now it's called Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, and it's become a World Heritage Site. The British brought the railways to India, and now it's the railways that bring many of them back. At VT Station, a group of train enthusiasts are making a nostalgic journey into the world of steam.
If you want to have a look, see where you're sitting.
John and Les, Chris and Alex, and their leader, Peter, an accountant from Doncaster, have all come here to live the train spotter's dream.
Find out a minute, there's a travelling ticket inspector right down the bottom there where I want to take a picture.
If anybody wants to wander down and have a look at the loco, by all means do. Should the train go while you're down there, just get in at the nearest doorway and amble back here at the first stop.
We like trains. You know, I've always had a big interest, but I've never quite found time to follow up as much as I would like.
We're going to do this line to Matharan, which has a locomotive which came originally from the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. So we want to see that, photograph it, travel behind it. Unfortunately, the line has been closed up to Matharan due to a landslide. We can go part way only. Look at that. This is the very unhandy man.
It all stems from when I was a child and there was a railway at the bottom of the garden, I think, and I haven't recovered from that yet. I'm a signal engineer. I can bore for Britain on signals.
When the heat of the plains became too hot for the Raj, they headed for the hills, where a cooler climate, an airy bungalow, and a cold beer could ease the burden of empire.
चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल
The Mataran was a hilltop resort with fresh air, stunning views, and reportedly free from any suspicion of malaria. But to get there, they needed a railway. The line was built by the son of a wealthy Indian who established the Mataran Steam Light Tramway Company, which opened the line in 1907. Today's trip is only as far as Jumapati station, normally just an hour or so from the railhead. But with the train at their disposal, they're determined to get as many drive-bys as they can, so it could take much longer. Cameras loaded, cards sent, diaries written. It's the high point of a 2-week hill station tour from where the British once ruled India. Today, it's a very different story.
Couldn't believe it when I heard they'd been bowled out for 323.
The Mataran Railway was merely a means to an end for the British Raj. To these steam enthusiasts, it's a minor miracle. But today's Indian Railways has even greater ambitions. The British once dreamed of building a railway line along the coast from Mumbai to the south. But they decided it was too costly and too difficult. But in 1990, Indian Railways started building. Known as the Konkan Railway, it took 8 years to complete, and it's recognized as an engineering marvel. "91 tunnels, over 2,000 bridges, and 700 kilometers long. It runs to Kerala and the south. It was the railway's most ambitious project in the last 10 years, and it's knocked 18 hours off the journey time. Mumbai to Goa is the most popular and most profitable stretch on the Konkan line. In recent years, it's become a regular route for the city's middle classes. Goa, a place to relax, suitable for family holidays, for those all-important office away days, and for the young, it's a place to party.
But why Goa? Because A, the men have all the profit. Okay, after long working days, you have good-looking women, you have lots of water, you have lots of booze. As for the women, you have lots of good-looking men, you have lots of water, you have lots of booze. That's why.
It's kind of a chill zone there. I mean, you don't think about your work there. It's completely free, relaxed.
You can just get up in the morning and hit the beach and just laze around on the beach and do what you want.
Jagdish Raj and his crew are in the pantry car, cooking dinner for the passengers. And at less than £1 for a chicken fried rice, it's cheap, very cheap.
Chicken fried rice, chicken chili, chicken noodles, chicken manchurian, chicken chili.
Chicken safe, hai na?
With a menu of simple continental, Chinese and Indian food, 1,000 passengers a day, 7 days a week, it's a profitable franchise.
Not only Indians go to Goa, but a lot of Europeans, and it's really on the tourist map now. A lot of places in Goa are still unexplored. So I see Goa as a great potential with respect to the hospitality industry.
Goa is the new playground of Mumbai. 12 hours by overnight train. It's become India's favorite destination for honeymooning couples. And and Goa is a golden opportunity for Jagdish. He's planning his dream future. A gambling casino, boutique hotel, an Italian restaurant. But so far there are no plans to marry.
Either a man is happy or married. I've not planned it. If it happens, it happens. When I feel like I will.
With miles of unspoilt tropical beaches, Goa is also a favourite location for Bollywood scenes. 12 months ago, Arun, son of Hans, was cast in an ad for an American insurance company, shooting in Goa. The ad was successful, so they're shooting another one. This time on VT Station, with the elephant. Arun is only 11 years old, but he's already following in his father's footsteps.
He got a call at the age of 4 from one serial. He got selected. And they gave me a hint, that Hans, your kid has a spark of acting. Just give him push. I'm not expecting anything from him. I'm just doing my duty. That is his duty, whether he can do it or not. I'm not expecting. That is all. Son is doing something better than his father. So that is a great part of that. And I felt very much proud of that. Very much proud.
Today, India's online middle classes number almost 400 million, and they're on a spending spree. In suburban shopping malls, young Mumbaikars hang out just like their Western counterparts. But when it comes to marriage, they follow the wishes of the family and a tradition that has lasted for 5,000 years. After 2 weeks of searching, Mumtaz has turned up several options for her brother, and he's already met 6 of them. In Canada, their parents and the rest of the family are anxiously waiting for news.
Mostly my father himself called. He rings up here and he talk everything, what happened today, where you are gone, where you visited, how was the girl, what are the qualities you find out.
First of the option was dentist. She was a dentist, and but the girl was not good looking, so nobody liked that option. So then we went for the second option. She was a B.Pharm and plus MBA, PG. She was very good. Yeah, she was very cute, and even I liked, and everybody liked.
She must know cooking, and she should pray 5 times namaz. That quality she should have. Before he leave India, we will make him to marry.
The real problem is I don't have enough time. The time is running out from my hand.
The early morning train to Pune, Mumtaz and Feroz and a tired young Taushib are off to meet another selection of potential brides, and they're all graduates.
2 of them are Master in Computer Science, MCS. Yeah, one is Doctor MBBS, and one is MBA, Master in Business Administration.
I think this will be the last chance.
I can't go empty-handed. Yeah, it's a big decision of a lifetime. Yeah, whole life depends on this.
After 2 months of searching for his dream girl, it's finally happened. Her name is Shabana, and she and Feroz are to be married at the Officers' Club near Matunga Station. They met on the internet, and their first face-to-face meeting was just 2 weeks ago. She's an MBA now working in Bahrain, and she flew to Mumbai to meet Feroz. The match was agreed, and now Shabana has married into a railway family.
मुझे तो बहुत खुशी हुई कि मेरा भाई का मैरिज अभी हुआ और इधर ही मैरिज हुआ, अच्छी तरह से हुआ, उसके लिए मैं बहुत खुशी महसूस कर रही हूँ.
I thought like within 1 month it will be done, but it took so much of time. But at last I got something the best. I am happy. I don't know about her.
मेरे लिए आज पूरे लाइफ टाइम में यही 8 माह ऐसा रहा कि बहुत सारे फंक्शन एक ही दिन हुआ.
At Lahore in 2004, when India were with the backs to the wall
94. से नहीं आ रहे, दिल्ली से है. This is a letter from the IRCTC, and I had applied for a tender for a particular train to run the onboard pantry car catering in Mangla Express, and we had to bid for the train. I bid for the train, but somehow my bid was a bit low, so I'm not the successful bidder. They've sent my check back with a letter saying that the successful bidder has got the train. But then there are hundreds of trains. So keep trying.
Jagdish Paul Raj grew up with the railway. Thanks to the railway, he's become a successful player in the catering business.
But we all grow up with some kind of dream, Everyone has a dream. When they're growing up, they have a dream. Like, some dream of becoming a cricketer or a businessman or an engineer or a doctor. So everyone dreams. I grew up listening to the sound of the train moving. I will always be associated with the railways. I will try to.
Mumbai Railways, like the city it serves, is overcrowded, ambitious and optimistic. Thanks to the railways, operating officer Hans Dev Sharma is living the dream. Railways are his life and his stage.
No doubt railway is a bread and butter to me. And cultural activities in the railways are the juice, cup of juices, cup of milkshakes, cup of Bonvitas to me. They're boosting me up more and more. Bread and butter with juices and all, you can live a good life.
Like railway takes people from one place to another. But for me, railways is just standing behind me. Go ahead towards your dream. I'm supporting you. Great of railways.
चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, चली मेरी ये रेल है ऐसी, चली चली मेरी रेल ये ऐसी, जिसमें पंख लगे हो। चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली। अब यहीं पे जीना, यहीं पे है मरना, रेलगाड़ी मेरा जीवन हो। मुझे प्यार है तुमसे इतना, जैसे राधा कृष्ण हो। चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, चली मेरी ये रेल है ऐसी, चली चली मेरी रेल ये ऐसी, जिसमें पंख लगे हो। चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली।
दिल में बसा ले पिया हो, दिल में बसा ले पिया हो, दिल में बसा ले पिया हो, दिल में बसा ले पिया हो।
चली चली मेरी रेल चली, हाँ चली चली मेरी रेल चली, 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 चली चली मेरी रेल चली।